Welcome back, fake sports fans. Well, after sweeping the Angels, the Jays now head out to San Diego for 3 games against the Padres in a World Series rematch. So let's sim the first 2 games and then get into Game 3. For Game 1, Jays win 5-2. For the Jays bats to score 5 runs on 6 hits, 6 walks, and strike out 7 times, Butler Fry hit doubles. Harper hits a home run. Butler, Rutschman, and Harper get the RBIs. For the pitching, Ricky Tiedemann gets his 2nd win of the season. Mason Miller gets his 17th save of the season. As a team, they give up 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 6. For Game 2, Jays win 6-4. For the Jays bats, they score 6 runs on 10 hits, 4 walks, and strike out 3 times. Moreno hits a pair of doubles. Bryce Harper hits a triple. Santander, Fry, Moreno, and Kasevich get the RBIs. Lawrence Butler gets a stolen base. Yamamoto gets his 4th win of the season. Mason Miller gets his 18th save of the season. And as a team, they give up 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 walk, and strike out 9. So for Game 3, Jays go for the series sweep as they send Bowden Francis to the mound to go up against Aaron Nola. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. And as always, we play with quick counts on for a fast-paced game.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you the game of the week. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the San Diego Padres. We have an absolute treat on tap today as 2 of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these 2 are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway, and today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. What do we have on him?
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this
Leading
one.
off tonight
Digging
for Toronto,
Lawrence
the right
Butler.
fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The changeup missing. 2-2. Goes down looking. Here's Adley Rutschman. Nola fires. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs, bases empty. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Back here in San Diego and on the hill, Bowden Francis. What do you have on him?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Inside, and it's 2-1. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Next pitch is outside. One out, base is empty. Outside low, 3-1. Swung out, belted deep. That one went back there. That one's gonna land not so much here, but here. Randy Arozarena bless one out. His second home run of the series. It's 1-0. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And that's a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the third and final game of the series. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22, when the Padres knocked off LA, and Game 4 in 2024, when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. And safe. It's a stolen base. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes.
Batting
2 down.
The center fielder,
Jackson Merrill digs in now.
Merrill.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tatis at second with 2 down. Hit in the air, center field. Varsho has a beat on it. Nabs it, and that is that. Back here at Petco Park, and the batter now, Anthony Santander.
Santander.
In there at the knees, and it's 1-2. That to right. Tatis moving under this one. And it's caught for the out. And now it's Christian Yelich.
That is it. The left fielder, number 24, Christian Yelich.
And a 2-1 on the way. And delivers outside. Swing and a miss.
3-2.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Line drive. And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages.
Yelich goes. Fouled off. He was late. Nola throw to first. Yelich dives back in. Runner on the go again. And it remains 2-2. Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Here's the third baseman, David
The
Fry.
third baseman, number 6, David Fry.
That one ripped. Drops into the glove, and that's the third out. Bottom of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Campusano. On the ground to third, Fry. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
The second baseman.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Stop. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Manny Machado up to the plate.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Yelich sizing this one up, and that'll do it. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Bryson Stott. The 1-1. On the ground. And that's just foul. And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here's Andres Jimenez. Next one in the dirt. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
All over that one right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Stepping in, Lawrence Butler. In the dirt. No throw. He steals third easily. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. The next pitch misses. And now 3-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Now it's going to be Adley Rutschman. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Grounder might be 2. On to Bogarts. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. Set for the bottom of the third. Leading off, Daniel Schneemann.
The designated hitter, Daniel Schneemann.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball. Steps on first for the out. Here comes X to the plate.
A well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
One down, base is empty. Line to left. Lunging, but can't bring it in.
Up next for the Padres.
Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Arozarena.
Next offering is outside. That one in there across the letters.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it.
Fry to Jimenez. Out. And that's 2. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now Bryce Harper. That's inside.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Did miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
Santander.
In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him! So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's Yelich at the dish.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
They get it in quickly. So 1st and 2nd now, 1 out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Yeah, the batter now, Dalton Varsho. Dive, and he's got it. There's one. Out to first, not in time. Great effort there.
The third baseman, number 6, David Fry.
So digging in, David Fry. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. On a 4, stepping in for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Out to short. Stott over to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next,
and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Up next for the Padres,
Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. We go to the top of the
Leading off
fifth,
for
and now for the
Toronto,
Jays,
shortstop,
Bryson Stott.
Stott.
That one the other way, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. He got a backdoor breaking ball, really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was.
Cronenworth, off balance feed, there's one, and that's all they'll get.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Butler.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Blue Jays down a run. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second and he's out. Towards first. Throws to first in time. That ends the frame. We head to the bottom of the fifth. At the plate, Luis Campusano. Gonna count 1 and 2. Good eye in that spot. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Rutschman down to first with it. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
The batter, number 9.
Jake Cronenworth,
Second
the next
baseman.
up for the Padres. Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. In the air out to center. Varsho on the move. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting. Third
Here's
baseman,
Manny Machado.
That's just a really nice catch
Machado.
on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Top 6. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
That's out.
And he hits a ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. So here is Bryce Harper.
Number 3, Bryce Harper.
1-1 missing inside. So now 2-1 to Harper.
That's a ball.
The Jays trailing by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day.
So the Padres with a new arm on the mound,
pitching for the
Johnny
Padres.
Brito.
And compared to
Number
a lot of other
76.
relievers, strikeouts have not been a big
Johnny
weapon for him this year. So the
Brito.
defense should be active.
So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Three balls, one
Squirts away a little bit, and the runner holds. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Here comes Christian Yelich. And that's outside. And that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. The throw home. Safe. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. Swinging a foul out of play. Two on, one out. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Not close with that one. And a full count now. Out to center. Merrill settles under it. 2 away. Now the third baseman, David Fry.
Number 6, David Fry.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got it. In and over, and it could have been worse. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Jackson.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Zach Jackson.
Now it's the DH,
Daniel
Schneemann.
The designated hitter, Daniel Schneemann.
That misses. 2-1.
You know, these Padres putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Next offering in there for a strike. 3-2 now.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
The batter,
so the lineup flips over. And here comes Sander Bogaerts. One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. This to third. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Randy Arozarena, the next up for the Padres.
Left fielder,
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Lifted in the air, right field. Butler makes the play, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Yuki Matsui.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
This is Bryson's
Leading
stop.
up for Toronto,
We
the
talk about
shortstop,
guys with good
Bryson
speed, and definitely
Stott.
he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He put a great swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up, and they jump in front in the 7th. It's 3-1. And now, Lawrence Butler. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next to the blue
Now
jays,
the number
the
2
catcher,
hitter, Adley Rutschman.
Rutschman.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
2 outs, base is empty. Here is Bryce
The
Harper.
first baseman, number 3.
Base is
Bryce
empty, 2 away, but 2
Harper.
runs are in here in the top half of inning number 7. And it is 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And it skips in the dirt. Good job to fight that one off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here in San Diego, set for the last half of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
That's whipped. Base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. New pitcher now for the Jays, Porter Hodge.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
And here is Hoskins. Tying run at the plate. There's a high chopper. In plenty of time to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
The tying run at the plate. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
Swung on, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. The 2-run shot, his 7th home run of the season. It's 3-3. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Capusano, the next to hit, late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Still only one out here in the inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat too much on that one.
Second baseman.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. The 1-1. Just missed. 2 runs across in the inning. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Varsho makes the catch, and that is that.
See, every time you see me, I got something new. And all my haters, y'all can you softly, cause you're like the gas tank over Mr. Softies in the winter. They ain't feeling you. See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jeremiah Estrada.
Now
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
And now the DH, Anthony Santander.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Christian Yelich now at the plate.
The left fielder, number 24, Christian Yelich.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 2-2 now. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
The center fielder, number 5,
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Ethan Salas. He takes over behind the plate after the injury.
Now catching, number 90, Ethan Salas.
And a swing and a miss. Now 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the third baseman, David Fry. That's off the mark, and that's ball 3.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Brusdar Graterol.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Brusdar Graterol.
Now the DH for the Padres, Daniel Schneemann.
The designated hitter, Daniel Schneemann.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 2.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Xander Bogaerts.
Graterol fires. And the count 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that
2
one
balls,
missing
2
low.
strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on.
Full count.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Back to the mound. He's got it. The throw to first. Grotterol gets a 1-2-3 quickly, and that is that.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
Padres.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Hunter
33.
Gaddis.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
So digging in,
Leading off
Bryson
with
Stott.
the shortstop.
Now this guy, a
Bryson
player that if he
Stott.
gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez.
Now
He's
back,
someone that you
the
might
second
not
baseman,
describe as having
Andres
elite level speed,
Jimenez.
but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all.
Struck him out looking. Lawrence
The
Butler
right fielder
will hit
is the
next.
first, Lawrence Butler.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot
The
of base
catcher,
hits up
number
the middle,
35,
even on ground
Adley
balls. So a nice job to use that
Rutschman.
big hole and get himself a hit.
Next to hit, Adley Rutschman. And a count 1-2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That one just
inside.
misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Line drive. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Just one of those at-bats you almost
first
hate to see
baseman,
come to
number
an end.
3,
Pretty much a
Bryce
model swing on that one as he
Harper.
ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
2-2 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw in. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second.
The batter,
It's
the designated
4-3.
hitter, Anthony
First and
Santander.
second, 2 outs. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. And there's the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Got him. They limit the damage here. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Mason Miller.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball.
Number
But
19.
we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing
Miller.
seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Leading up for the
3, 4,
Padres,
5
the
due up
right
for the
fielder,
home team.
Fernando
Fernando Tatis
Tatis
Jr. to hit here.
Junior.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball, that's inside.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. One-run game, bottom 9. Strikes him out with 102. And the batter now is
batting,
Rhys
the first
Hoskins.
baseman, Rhys.
Well, they kept him pretty
Hoskins.
quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
One down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Grounds one to short. Stop. Now only one out remaining. So up
The
next,
center fielder,
Jackson
number
Merrill.
3.
That play won't be
Jackson
trending on social media later on, but it's
Merrill.
still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One strike away. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays make it 6 straight victories.
But with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
They say they want to save you, I'm the anti-hero. There ain't nothing that's worth saving, time to start at 0. Tear it down and start again from the foundation.
And the Jays complete the sweep once again. Let's have a look at the box score. For the Jays bats, they score 4 runs on 11 hits, 3 walks, and strike out 16 times. Harper, Stott, and Jimenez hit doubles. Jimenez gets the home run. He loves hitting home runs in San Diego. Harper, Jimenez, and Yelich get the RBIs. Jimenez and Yelich get stolen bases. And for the pitching, Brewster Gatterall gets his 4th win of the season. Mason Miller gets his 19th save of the season. And as a team, they gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 walk, and strike out 10. And with the series sweep, the Jays' record now sits at 31-21 and now sit a half a game back out of first place in the American League East and hold the top wildcard spot. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next series as the Jays head to Seattle for 3 games against the Mariners.